guys, it's Katie. Today I'm bringing you my candle collection, which is kind of a strange video. I thought of it and then I was like, is that a thing people do on YouTube? I'm not sure. I looked it up and it looks like there are a few candle collection videos out there. If you don't know, I'm huge on fragrance and scent. I also have a big perfume collection video on my channel you can check out. And so being a huge fan of fragrance, I mean, that ties into everything. And so home fragrance is definitely something that I love, something that I really like, you know, take pride in or like to make sure that I have a lot of. So I wanted to do this. Here's how it's gonna work. The only candles I brought to show you are candles that are unburned, with the exception of, I think there's one that I like barely started burning. I have candles. You can see this one right here burning is a Jo Malone. It's lime basil mandarin. I have candles. I'm the type of person who has a candle in literally every room of the home and will burn them throughout different times or whatever. I didn't want to come in here and show you like every last little candle. So like I said, these are the ones that have not been lit, and we're just going to talk about them. So I'm going to start off by showing you my Bath & Body Works candles. That's probably like the most common type of candle that you hear about on YouTube, or I don't know, I feel like a lot of people have these. This might actually be easier if I stand, guys. So the classic 3-wick candle. Okay, that's what everyone I feel like buys at Bath & Body Works. One thing I love about them is the packaging, okay? They always have cute packaging and they always change out different like seasonal, for every season. They have new scents and then they bring like classic scents for each season, or they have just permanent scents. I really also love that they burn really evenly because of those 3 wicks, and the throw on these candles is really good. This will light up your entire living room, your entire house. So they're really, really nice. Now, because it's a 3-wick, it does burn pretty quickly. So I guess that's one downfall, but you can typically get these pretty affordably. Bath & Body Works always raises their prices. I think as of now, the cheapest you can get them is $12.95. And then there will be coupons like 20% off or 25% off or $10 off a $30 purchase. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with those Bath & Body Works coupons, but I would say in general you can get these between $10 to $13 on average, which I don't think is bad. I have a ton of them, and the problem with showing them to you guys is that they're not all scents that you could go out and buy right now. Some of them are like, they only come around for one season and then they don't bring them back. Sometimes they are just classic scents, but let me just go through some. This one's called Bow Ties and Bourbon, and the notes are dark oak, bergamot, and a hint of bourbon. It's a little bit manly, and I bought this for Travis's man cave. This is one they always have, and this is a classic to me. It's called Black Cherry Merlot, Dark Cherry, Black Raspberry, and Sumptuous Merlot. I definitely recommend this. I think it's workable for any time of year, probably more so fall and winter. My boyfriend really likes it, so it's not too feminine, not too manly. It's like a really good just home scent for the living room. This is another one that I highly recommend. Like, I feel like everybody should have this. It's called Cinnamon Spiced Vanilla. It's so yummy. It's like gourmand because it does smell like food kind of. So it's fresh ground cinnamon, sugar crystals, and Tahitian vanilla bean. I think like anything vanilla, cinnamon, you can burn year round. So that's perfect in my opinion. I do also have a little guy of that, like a little single wick. I put these ones, sorry, it's kind of washed out, in like the bathroom. I love the packaging. I love that it's marbled. Single wicks, they don't burn that well. Like there can be tunneling and the scent throw is not as good, but for like a bathroom or a bedroom, they're great. Marshmallow Fireside. Oh, I guess I did burn that one. Whoopsie daisies. So I burned this at the very end of the Christmas season. This one has toasted vanilla and cedarwood essential oil. It's like a Christmassy, wintry scent, but it's really good. It's one that they always carry in like the winter time, so I recommend it. Toasted marshmallow. This was one they brought out last year for the first time during the fall. It's called Cinnamon Pretzel Twist, and it smells, the notes are fresh ground cinnamon, soft homemade pretzel, and vanilla cream icing. I fell in love with this one because it actually smells like a true baked good. Like you can smell the pretzel, which is a really unique note, I feel like, to capture in a candle. And so it's incredibly cozy and makes you feel like you baked something. I don't know if they'll bring this back. I hope they do because I really liked it, but I have a backup. Another one that smells like a baked good. This is probably my favorite candle, like potentially of all time. For sure my favorite Bath & Body Works candle of all time, and I hope to God they bring this back in the fall. They have the last 2 years. It's called Warm Apple Pie. Sounds pretty basic, but oh my sweet Lord, this candle. Its notes are baked Granny Smith apple, melted brown sugar, and flaky homemade crust, and just like that description says, You can smell like the buttery, flaky crust. Also, scent and memory are very much so a thing. And I first discovered this right when I first started dating my boyfriend, like 2 falls ago. And so it has a happy memory attached to it. But even so, I just like, I literally, this is like, I don't know. I'm obsessed, and if they don't bring it back this year, I'm gonna be really upset. I like might never burn this. I don't know. If they do bring it back, I feel like I'm gonna buy 27 of them and like potentially just burn it all the time, like year round. Because it's not like overly fall-like. It's just like a sweet apple cinnamon scent, and oh, it's so good. A few that I got this go round, like for this current time of year for spring, this one's called Lavender Marshmallow. It has lavender and marshmallow. Those are the only 2 notes. I am a fan of lavender. It's like a very relaxing scent, and I thought that it was purple and the label was super cute for spring, so I like that. I'd never heard of that scent before. And then this one was called Raspberry Peach Macaroon, also a cute kind of springy label. It says the ultimate French cookie is celebrated in a unique blend of ripe raspberries, juicy peach, and almond cream. It is a very unique scent. It's sweet and fruity, but also has like that cream cookie scent to it. So I don't know if they'll bring this back again. It's the first year that I remember seeing it, but I really like it, so I'm excited to burn this. Speaking of lavender, this one is Lavender Vanilla. On the label it says "You Light Up My Sky," so it doesn't say the name of the scent on there, but it's just supposed to be like a cute package. And the notes in this are lavender blossom, creamy vanilla, white woods, and sugared musk. I thought this would be perfect for the bedroom because of that nice lavender note, and then it's kind of like a cute little lovey-dovey, like, oh, you light up my sky. Last 2 from Bath & Body Works. So they just started making, I think it's like these big 3-wick. I don't know if you can tell, it's bigger. It's like a little bit shorter and wider than the other ones, and they're made with essential oils. And this one is in the peach scent, and yeah, so it's just straight up peach. I thought this would be nice for the kitchen. I like to burn candles, like I said, in every house, or in every room in the house. So I thought peach would be nice. Travis really likes the smell of peach. It's fruity, it's fresh for spring, great. And then my last one, this actually was a Christmas present for Travis. It's called Bergamot Waters. They have a ton of cute packaging, and sometimes they will have the same scent in like 2 or 3 or 4 different packaging containers. This one has this gorgeous marble, like hard lid, and then you could use that as a coaster afterwards. But I got it for the scent. Travis was obsessed with this scent. So like I said, I got it for him, probably to put in his man cave, or just he gets to reap the benefits of our house smelling nice too, you know. But it has sparkling bergamot, pristine blue waters, sugared citrus, and creamy sandalwood. It's hard to explain, like truly, truly, truly really hard to explain. I don't even think I can. I mean, that sandalwood and that bergamot citrus, like it's just a really, really cool, unique scent that I feel like would be widely enjoyed by people. I don't think you're going to offend anybody with this, and I feel like this would be a great signature scent for your home. They do carry this, I think, year round, Bergamot Waters, so you should definitely check it out. Okay, another candle that I wanted to mention. This is nothing special. This is just an IKEA candle, and I have one in my bathroom at the moment, but it's already been lit. So I don't even know what this one's called because it's always in like Swedish or whatever, but it's this with the cake on the front. I think it's like a buttercream, caramel, hazelnut, something or other. So this one is pretty cozy, sweet, warm. The reason I love these IKEA candles, they are so cheap. I think this is like $2. Now the packaging is like not very attractive. It has this big ugly sticker in my opinion, and just clear glass. They are single wick, but they burn pretty well, like without tunneling. But the reason I love these, they're so cheap, they do really smell good, and then like the throw on these is really good. Like this will fill up your room really, really well. I usually burn these in the bathroom, but I mean, I've done it in the bedroom, I've done it in a few places. In the bathroom right now, I think I have like a, what is it, orange and peach or something like that. They also have like some other fruity ones, blackberry, strawberry. I wish they had more scents. That would be my only complaint. They don't necessarily get new ones. You know, I'm spoiled by Bath & Body Works where there's constantly new fun ones, but I think these are great just to have as like a staple for a candle that you just don't mind burning constantly because it's so cheap. I don't know, it's great. These are two I picked up over like Valentine's Day time. They're from Target and they have these cute little labels. JunkFood is the brand, which is actually like a t-shirt line. I think one of them is like lime and bergamot or something, or lime and cedarwood. And then one of them is a little bit more leathery. Honestly, I got these for the packaging. This one says, might as well face it, you're addicted to love. And this one is, I must confess, I still believe. So they have lyrics on them. I don't know that these are going to be that great in terms of like throw and scent and all that. Again, I mostly got them for the packaging. There are certain candles, I don't know, like I'm the person who will keep the packaging after and then store pens or whatever. So I think I would like to burn these sooner rather than later, and then I'll just always keep the jars. But for now, I have them like on display on different like shelves and stuff like that. But I would like to actually burn them and see how they do. Okay, Marshall's, HomeGoods, all those places. A lot of people get candles from those places. Honestly, I typically don't. I don't know if I'm just bougie or I just have really high standards. I don't know, but those candles don't necessarily always do it for me. I'm quite picky. It has to have a really good scent. It has to have pretty cute packaging. Has to be, I don't know, either affordable or a luxury candle. I don't really like in between, if that makes sense. But this was one that caught my eye. I like the packaging itself. It's like a black matte, like square situation. I got this for Travis for his man cave. It's called Humidor, which is what cigars are stored in. And so the notes in this are crushed tobacco leaf, cool cardamom, and black pepper. I'm quite a fan of kind of manly scents. I think they're really cool. Even like I like to wear manly scents as like perfume sometimes. This was $4 at Marshall's, single wick. I don't expect that it's gonna like have this amazing throw or burn amazingly, but for $4 I thought that was really cool. So my advice on like Marshall's HomeGoods, I mean, if the scent moves you, do it. They're pretty cheap. I just personally don't really get their candles that often. This is a cool one. This, I don't know if I know I don't know the brand, but it's from Anthropologie. I do really love Anthropologie in general and their candles. It's called Amber and Bergamot. It's kind of a cool spring packaging, but then the scent itself is a little bit more heavy and sexy with that amber. But yeah, this guy has 2 wicks. I'm not a huge fan of 2 wicks because I feel like that also burns kind of funky and can tunnel, but I guess 2 is better than 1, and yeah, I look forward to burning that. So I don't know. I don't really have a ton to say, but that's in my collection. This one's kind of cute and special, and I haven't burned it, probably because I'm being nostalgic. It's by Crabtree and Evelyn, Blackberry Bramble, and it says the hallway on there. So I'm not that familiar with Crabtree and Evelyn candles. I don't know if they market their candles where like every scent is intended for a different room in the house. I kind of like that actually. There is a really nice brand. The name is slipping me. I feel like it starts with an L, Len, something. Maybe I'll put it on the screen if I can think of it. There are these really bougie nice candles where like the names of each of them are like pool house, powder room, theater room, cabana, and they're intended to be for like every room in a house or like in a mansion basically. And it's kind of like what scent you should have in your powder room, what scent you should have in your kitchen, in your this, in your that. So I don't know if that's what that means when it says the hallway. A home should envelop you in its embrace on stepping through the door. The entrance hallway is the first place you greet guests. An inviting scent holds the promise of enjoyment and hospitality. So I really like that. And then it tells you about like the notes in the candle. So obviously this is still in its packaging. It has a green tomato, a freshly picked from the garden scent, plum, rhubarb, blackberry, lily of the valley. Let's see. So I remember, so it looks like this out of the packaging. Single wick, and yes, I remember correctly. This smells essentially just like Bay by Diptyque, which is like their best-selling candle, and I have the air freshener, like the room spray of Bay. Bay is an interesting one because in theory, when I first smell it, it's not something that like instantly hooks me as like my type of scent. I either like something sweet and cozy and fruity or like something fresh or something kind of manly. Like this is like florally fresh, like earthy, but Bay is just like such a beautiful home scent. I don't know how to describe it. It's just kind of like a universal home scent any time of year, any time of day, blah blah blah. So long story short, Travis picked this out for me one time, just like totally randomly, and I thought it was so cute and sweet. I almost forgot I had it, if I'm being honest. So now that I'm like filming this collection, I feel like now I can dig in and burn some of these more. So I will definitely have to burn this. Yeah, it's a good one. Okay, back to Anthropologie candles. Well, they have this brand, I think, at other places, but this is from Anthropologie. I don't know how to pronounce that. Boulangerie. It's like, I've seen this brand before. They're these little jar single wick candles, and they're all named after like foods. Like I think there's like a blueberry muffin one, an angel food cake one, something like that. This one is called Espresso. And first of all, I really like the packaging. It's like a nice ceramic, and I love coffee. Coffee is one of my favorite smells. I've actually yet to find like a coffee or espresso candle that I think burns as well. Like it doesn't capture the scent of like real coffee, which that's probably asking too much. Maybe nothing can capture the scent of real coffee other than real coffee, but this I felt like is the closest I've ever smelled to having just like a true rich coffee house scent. I hope it burns that way, and I thought this would be lovely in the kitchen. I like to burn, I like to always have a candle on like our stovetop with like our oil and vinegar on either side of it. I don't know if that's safe or weird or what, but I really hope this burns as well as it smells in the jar. Another Anthropologie candle that I have to mention is this guy. This is the one I told you that I did already start burning. You can see those blackened wicks, and it is a 2-wick, which is a little, I don't love that. We'll see. I hope it doesn't tunnel. As you can see, it's very large and in charge. This is the classic Volcano scent from Anthropologie. It's not actually like Anthropologie brand. Capri Blue is the brand, but it's like literally what every Anthropologie store smells like. They sell this candle at, like, I've seen it at random gift shops and stuff. If you've never smelled this candle, you need to smell this candle. I don't think I know what the notes are. Somebody just texted me. Who in the heck is that? Okay, that's weird. 323, I'm pretty sure that's a California area code. Let's see. So the notes in this guy, see, they sell it at Nordstrom. They sell it in a few places. Honestly, like, I'm not finding the notes anywhere, but what I'm reading here online is it's crisp, clean, citrusy, sweet, and smells like home no matter where you are. That's a pretty good description of it. It's clean, it's sweet, it's citrusy. It's just like a really nice candle. Like I keep saying, if your house was gonna have a signature scent, which, like, if you're not into scents the way I am, you're gonna think that's the most extra thing you've ever heard of, but like for me, that makes perfect sense. My home doesn't necessarily have a signature scent. With that said, I gotta have a mix of things. I do have a Jo Malone Pomegranate Noir reed diffuser in my entryway, and I've been loving that. That's like one of my favorite Jo Malone scents. I also have a candle of that, but it's already halfway burned, so it's not in this haul or whatever collection video. But this guy I got during, I think it was Black Friday, when everything in the store was like 20% off. This candle is really big. I don't know the ounces. It doesn't say right on here, but it's big. For comparison of like a Bath & Body Works versus this guy, this I think retails for $88, and then I got it for 20% off of that. And to me, it was super worth it. They even have a size bigger than this, and I think it's like 100 something. To me, like big luxurious candles like are the way to go, but obviously only buy what you can afford. But I think this is a beautiful piece. I have this on my bookshelf. It's like a really attractive looking piece, and then it smells great. Like you should get your hands on this. They even make tiny ones if you just want to dabble. They make regular size ones, and then they go up in size from there. So the Volcano candle from Anthropologie, or wherever you can find it, try it out. Speaking of Jo Malone, I have a few, like literally one's burning right there, like I said, but they're all like already burned. So the only one I have that has not been burned yet is this guy. It's called Sweet Almond and Macaroon. It has a black label because it's from the Just Like Sunday collection, I believe is what that's called. This one is very, very sweet. It's a little bit like gourmand. Yeah, it's really sweet. It smells like sweet almond oil, basically. I thought this would be nice for the kitchen. I'm obsessed with Jo Malone. I have a lot of their perfumes. I have like body creams, hand cream, candle. I mean, I have a lot. So I don't love that they're single wick, but they do burn pretty well. The throw on them is beautiful. Like, it's really good quality. These are obviously a little bit more of a pricey item. Sephora does now sell Jo Malone, which is brilliant because you can get discounts twice a year at Sephora, although they don't carry everything in the Jo Malone range. I don't think they carry this one. But yeah, Jo Malone candles are beautiful. You should definitely check them out. If my home had to have a signature Jo Malone fragrance, it would probably be Pomegranate Noir or Wood Sage and Sea Salt. But this guy's pretty, and then there's one called Green Tomato Leaf from this same line that I also really want to get because it's kind of similar to that whole Diptyque Bay, Crabtree and Evelyn one. Like, it's just like a really good, clean home scent. So this is my Jo Malone candle that I've yet to burn. Another brand I keep mentioning is Diptyque, and if you're not familiar, you maybe have seen them on like Instagram blogger girls Instagram accounts because they all have this like cute little label, and then people notoriously will like burn them and then put things in them afterwards. So this guy's like a little mini baby, and I've been through several of these mini baby ones. This one is, I think it's pronounced Feu de Bois, and it's basically like a fire. This is so amazing, oh my gosh. And Diptyque is really, really high quality. They're also a little bit more of a luxury, high-end brand. This smells like firewood. It's rich, it's warm, it's perfect for winter. I really like this guy. So this is just a mini, but yeah, it's great. This is one, so every year during Valentine's Day, they come out with this limited edition, and it's typically a rose-inspired scent, and then it'll be in like a really cute packaging. So I have yet to burn this, and this is from last Valentine's Day. It's called Rosamundi. I just thought that that label was so beautiful. Like, I'm obsessed. I actually do want to burn this fairly soon, just because like I can always keep the jar. I'm a little scared that burning it will like mess with the paper, because that's literally just paper covering that, and like the flame, I don't want it to like catch the paper on fire. I don't know. But this is like the most beautiful, soft, sweet rose scent. I'm not even necessarily huge on rose scents, but this one is kind of subtle and just sweet and cozy, and like, I love this. So I recommend Diptyque Candles for sure. This one actually just came in the mail today. This is like just one of their classic scents. So that Rosamundi, unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to get right now, but they have a whole range of a bunch of them. And this is one, it's called I don't know, Benjoin, I think is how you pronounce it. I really don't know. They all say it in like French, I think it is, in that really cool style on the label. This one looks like so. It's like a caramely vanilla Benjoin. I do not know how to say this. Also, I'm sweating in my sweatshirt. Bear Down, Arizona. I'm going for like a very casual look today, if you couldn't tell. Okay, somewhere between vanilla and caramel is how this is described. So it's sweet, it's warm, it's cozy. Probably good for like fall and winter, but I also feel like I keep saying like a cozy vanilla baked goods scents like are never inappropriate. Like, they're so good. So I'm excited to use this, to burn this, and then I'll display makeup brushes or pens or something in that jar. So yeah, that'll be great. And the last candle I'm going to show you today in my collection is this puppy. It's by Trish McEvoy, and this is called the Wild Blueberry Vanilla Candle. Now, I actually have just the regular size, which is like this size, single wick of this scent burning in my living room right now. And then one day I saw on Nordstrom that they came out with this jumbo luxury size. This guy is 26 ounces, whereas these typical size ones are, does it say? I don't think it says, but you can see the difference. So this is another one. I know I keep saying it, but I have been in love with this candle for years. I think it's their best-selling candle, and I actually also have a perfume that smells like this from Trish McEvoy. It's very sweet, with that blueberry note in there. It's like a sweet, fruity note, but then the vanilla helps balance it out, and like, I just think this is absolutely to die for. This candle, it's not as big as I thought it was when I saw the picture online, but it was like a fairly reasonable price. Now, my goal, my dream is to have like the luxury jumbo Diptyque candle. I would probably get it in Bay, and or they make jumbo luxury Jo Malone candles, but like, they are so expensive, and I think it's a nice investment. I think it will last you years and years and years. I think it'll make your home smell amazing. I think you can always hold on to that jar afterwards and use it as a vase or whatever, but like, still, it's a lot of money. Le Labo is another brand that makes really big luxury ones. While I'm speaking of luxury candles, Byredo, they make beautiful luxury candles. I have one in our bedroom that they discontinued the scent of and I'm forever bitter. It's called Baker's Guild. Oh my gosh, I love it. So I'm like, I have like this much left and I'm just like never using it. You know, I'm trying to hold on to it. But like I said, this is a haul all about unburned candles. So this guy, beautiful. They make a travel size, they make the regular full size, and then they make this jumbo one. Definitely check it out. It's really long lasting. It's really great. This has 4 wicks, so I hope that that'll help it burn evenly, but I hope it doesn't go through too quickly. That's all for this candle collection. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it wasn't too long. I just kind of wanted to show like, and maybe throw in any like tips and tricks or like kind of just advice on like my favorite candles. Like I said, Bath & Body Works 3-wick. That's my like, you know, you can't go wrong with those. They're cheap, they're great. But I do love me a luxury candle when I can kind of splurge on one. So let me know if you have any candle recommendations or brands that maybe I just don't really know about or I didn't mention. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and subscribe if you'd like to see more stuff I talk about scent, perfume, candles, home decor, makeup, all kinds of things a lot of the time. So thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Love you.